nighter of the year between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Kaiir Elam, he was the one that broke through quickly on that play and got him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 13-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11.
They run it again with Cook. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Well, big run there. 29 yards and a first. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The Bengals at 13-2 on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Here we go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
Touchdown! Davante Adams. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's McPherson now to send it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me,
it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, just send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tucker roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 29.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Allen now on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bills 21, Bengals 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's loose again. And, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
They'll run for it with Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Get set. 11 mighty. 11 MT.
They try again with Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
It can.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Isabella. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
11 mighty. Gotta go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Finding space at the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. On play action, Allen. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Allen taking it himself, and he'll go down at the 28. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Middle. Half 85.
Allen going to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you give them the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Tommy Sweeney, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Bengals 20. Kevin McPherson sets to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Here we go.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Allen off the play fake, rolling to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. This one caught by Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. The left side throw complete to Adams.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 28. Evan McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow right back to Cook for another completion.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT paint, 11 MT paint.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow returning right back to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
To the air again, Burrow.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go, here we
From
go.
the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Slot man moves right.
11 Thomas.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll dump this off to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gun, gun. Stop.
To throw, Burrow.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Lockett, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mixing up the middle, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 5 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are on the field.
Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
They'll run with Mixon. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Allen. Connecting with Mixon. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you'd like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Allen to throw it. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down to Mixon on the check down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Allen to throw once more. Throw right side, caught by Davis.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Allen. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Allen now on the sneak, and he is in for the score.